Good morning, Bishop Bryan, and welcome back. The Principals Advisory Council meets in person this Wednesday at 2:45 p.m. in the conference room. New members are always welcome. This week we begin the distribution of student lockers. Please understand that once we have officially returned to lockers, no school bags, coats, or other items that traditionally belong in a locker will be permitted in your classroom. In particular, non-uniform items should no longer be present in the classroom for any circumstances. Also remember that your locker is not your property. It is loaned to you by the school. Please treat your locker well, do not damage it, and know that at any time your school administration reserves the right to open and go into your locker. Please listen to these announcements for more information and the day and times that you will be invited to move into your assigned locker. It's been a pleasure having students using the cafeteria and our common spaces such as the forum again. Please remember that if you choose to use these areas, you must do so responsibly. This includes wearing your mask at all times in common areas and whenever you are not eating or drinking in the cafeteria. Bishop Bryan, we've only been given permission by public health to use these spaces as long as we continue to maintain pandemic protocols. Speaking of which, remember that regularly completing your daily COVID-19 self-screening assessment before coming to school continues to be mandatory and an important way to protect our school from COVID-19 by determining if you should be attending school. Consistently wearing your mask, washing or sanitizing your hands, and staying safely physically distanced from others when possible is also essential. With that, Bishop Bryan, I wish you a good start to the week, and now for more WRBR.
Good morning, Celtics. Happy Monday. Just to add on to what Mr. Lawler had discussed, lockers, that's the big question and the big issue of today. Our plan was originally to have everyone in their lockers at this point and no non-uniform items in classrooms this morning. Due to the snow days that we had or the bus cancellations that we've had, there's been a bit of a delay. The big question that we're getting this morning is about MyPath. MyPath has not been updated just yet. We are working with ICT this morning. I'm hoping that we get the green light and we can move ahead with our plan, which is to give grade 9 and 10s their locks and lockers today during period 5 and the rest of the school access tomorrow morning. I will update you at some point this morning whether we're moving ahead with that plan or if it's unfortunately going to get delayed another day. So teachers, just to know, students will have bags, coats, sweaters with them this morning. They should be in full uniform if they are in class, but they will have those items with them as we're hoping to have full access to lockers tomorrow, if not Wednesday of this week. So stay tuned to the announcements at some point today with the go-ahead that MyPath has been updated. So if you're not seeing a locker number right now, that's okay. One other thing, if you need to purchase a lock, if you're in grades 11, 12, or 12 plus, and you can't locate your school lock from a couple years ago, you can purchase a used one for $5 or a new one for $10 on your lunch at the attendance office. Grade 9s and 10s will be receiving brand new locks today, hopefully in period 5, if not tomorrow. Stay tuned to the announcements. Now for more WRBR.
Did you know that in order to graduate from high school, you need a minimum of 40 Christian service volunteer hours? These 40 hours need to be recorded and signed off by a supervisor who can vouch for the hours that you complete.
Wondering where you can find out more information about accumulating Christian service hours? The Hamilton-Wentworth Catholic District School Board has a fantastic and informative Christian service website. You can find this at hwcdsbes.com. This website supports and assists each student to become involved to believing, achieving, and serving in the Hamilton-Wentworth Catholic District School Board and community.
You can also easily access and find the website through your MyClass and/or LMS account. The link appears in the announcement tool with the heading Secondary Students HWCDSB Christian Service Volunteer Program. Students are able to view this announcement as soon as they log in.
The website provides students with the opportunity to view current community opportunities, download a Christian service activity record form, provides information of approved and eligible Christian service opportunities, as well as provides the name and contact information of your school's Christian service animator.
Serving others is at the heart of Catholic education and has always been a central part of Catholic schools in Hamilton Wentworth. Helping others both close to home and across the world reflects both the example of Jesus and the teaching of the Church.
If you have any questions or concerns, please contact your school's Christian service animator or email Lucia Marchionda at cshwcdsb@gmail.com.
And one last thing, make sure you follow the Hamilton Wentworth Catholic District School Board Christian Service Program on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, which all can be found at CSHWCDSB.
Thank you, Hamilton Wentworth Catholic District School Board students. Individually and together, we make a big difference in the Hamilton Wentworth Catholic District School Board community.
Looking for community service hours? The Community Service Hours website is a great place, but also we have 2 opportunities here at Bishop Bryan. The opportunities are fun, flexible, and support local individuals. The first one is on February 26th. Get involved in coldest night of the year by raising funds for Neighbor to Neighbor, our local food bank here up on the mountain, and walking in person as a group or individually on your own. This is a great opportunity to gain 5 hours of Christian service hours. So you can gain 5 hours by walking and supporting Neighbor to Neighbor. Check out the bulletin board across the chapel for more details. The second opportunity is to write birthday cards and letters to local seniors. Cards and stationaries and information about exactly what needs to be in these letters and requirements can be found in the chaplain's office. So drop by anytime for more Christian service information at the chaplain's office, but also in student services with our Christian service animator, Cheryl Rome.
Good morning, Bishop Bryan. To all members of Celtic Free, our next meeting is this Thursday, right after school in room 209. Join us for some fun, love is love, Valentine's activities, and the gear up to next week's Valentine's Day. Go ahead and bring a friend. All are welcome. We can't wait to see you there. To all students who may be interested in joining the Bishop Bryan Yearbook Committee, please note that there will be a sign-up meeting after school this Wednesday, February the 9th, in room 221 West. More information will be shared at this brief meeting with regards to how you can gain Christian service hours by helping out with yearbook production, what roles you can help with, things such as photography, written content, editing, layout design, and more. Again, to all students and staff hoping to join the yearbook this semester, please join us in room 221 West this Wednesday after dismissal. Also, before we move on, we just have some announcements about sports practices. Attention junior boys basketball players. Tonight's practice is at 7 p.m. The senior boys basketball team will practice today, Monday, at 2:40 after school. Lastly, don't forget to follow at wrbr.news for all your Celtic stories. Now stay tuned for more great announcements.
Hey BR, it's Leah and Cheryl here from your BRSC with a few announcements for you this morning. First off, the wait is over and Spiritware has officially arrived. Today we'll be calling students down to the auditorium by last names to come collect their orders during period 1 and 2. In addition to that, adding to our Celtic spirit, Valentine's Day is around the corner, so stay tuned for more announcements on the exciting activities we have planned, and stay updated through following our socials at Bishop_BryanSC on Instagram and TikTok. In honor of Black History Month, each day we are highlighting Black figures throughout history, their accomplishments, contributions, and legacies. Today we highlight the life and achievements of prominent African-American leader Malcolm X. Malcolm X, whose birth name was Malcolm Stewart Little, was born May 19, 1925, and lived to be a prominent African-American leader. He was one of the most significant figures with the American Black nationalist movement, leader in the Civil Rights Movement, where he preached his message, and in 1965 he founded the Organization of Afro-American Unity, which was used as a vehicle to bring the issues to the international level and move from advocating for civil rights to human rights. Malcolm X became the minister of Mosque No. 7 in Harlem after learning about the teachings of Islam in jail. The Nation of Islam, a Black nationalist group that Malcolm X was part of, grew from 400 to 40,000 members from 1952 to 1960 after he joined, and he was admired by many, including Muhammad Ali.
Malcolm X was suspended from the Nation of Islam in December 1963 due to conflicted direction and corruption of the group, which led him to founding the Organization of Afro-American Unity in June 1964 after converting to Sunni Islam and arriving to America. Malcolm X expressed the importance of the civil rights movement to many universities, including Harvard and Oxford, saying that the most important issues were Black identity, integrity, and independence.
Sadly, Malcolm was assassinated on February 21, 1965, during the organization of Afro-American Unity Rally held in the Audubon Ballroom in New York City. Malcolm X had been writing a book during the time, predicting that his importance would be greater after death than during life. His book, called The Autobiography of Malcolm X, was worked on during the early 1960s and recorded his perspectives on race, religion, and Black nationalism, becoming a bestseller in 1965.
His legacy stands as his ideas, meaningful speeches, and contributions all supported the development of the Black nationalist ideology, the Black Power movement, and preached the values of autonomy and independence among African Americans. After his assassination, his best-selling book, The Autobiography of Malcolm X, carries his legacy, popularized his ideas, and inspired the Black Power movement.
We admire Malcolm's courage, journey, and significance in the civil rights movement, and learn from his views. Let's continue to understand the significance of Black History Month. Have a great day.